All right, ladies, and maybe a gentleman that do join. Find a comfortable seat. So thanks for joining me this evening. And as always, if something doesn't feel good, stop. Don't do it. At any time, if you need to take a child's pose, if you need to take Shavasana, lie down on your back, feel free to do so. Because only you know your body best. So close your eyes. And we're going to start with 3 audible breaths. And just a reminder, only you can hear you because you all are on mute. So we're going to inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth. Trying to make each one last a little longer. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Last one. Inhale. And open mouth, exhale. And just trying to find stillness within. Whether you're kneeling or you're seated on your mat with crisscross or not crossed, find your sits bones, whether they're going into your heels, into a block, or into the floor. And give just a little bit of a shift left and right to find balance. Do I have more weight on one sits bone than the other? And then find stillness. We're going to work up the spine. So then, gently and easily pull your pubic bone towards the belly button, or pulling that pubic bone towards the nose. Belly button goes towards the spine. Maybe you even shift your weight just slightly towards the heels. Think about breathing into that back body, the kidney area. Pulling the mid-back, shoulder blades over the hips instead of shifting forward or back. And gently retract the shoulder blades in the direction of one another. I'm not asking you to stick chest out, just be aware of those shoulder blades reaching towards one another. And giving yourself a lovely double chin. Remember, hopefully everyone's eyes are closed, no one is watching. Pull that ponytail to the wall behind you. Pull that lower jaw in. Still allowing it to relax. And then lengthen towards the ceiling by lifting out the crown of the head. Three more full body breaths. Trying to inhale and exhale through the nose if you can. Reminding yourself, I don't have to press my lips together, just allowing them to touch. And if you're not already, make your way to the floor. So you can go ahead and open the eyes. And allow your sits bones to be on the floor. Legs can be crisscross or they can just be out in front of you. I like to hold on to my knees for leverage here. We're going to try and clean the inside of a barrel. I'm going to think of a wine barrel. But allow your body to come forward. Move with the ribs. Go to one side, round the back. And then use your hands against the knees to pull yourself forward. So I like to think of my rib cage as going all the way around that wine barrel, maybe a whiskey barrel, maybe it's just the barrel that collects rainwater. And switch directions, and really focusing on allowing those ribs to reach behind you to one side. Pull your chest and sternum forward. Trying to create a little bit more movement in that spine, especially if we've been sitting all day. Let's go one more circle. And you're going to come to a 6-point stance. 2 hands, 2 knees, 2 feet. Hands are going to be underneath the shoulders. And I want you to allow your knees to go wide, so towards the edges of your mat. And I want you to have your feet come soles together. So we're going to shift. We're going to inhale, if you need to watch for just a moment. You're going to inhale as you allow the chest to come through the biceps. Pull those shoulders back. Allow the hips to come forward. Exhale, you're going to shift your weight back to a child's pose, bringing your seat to your feet. You're going to use your own breath. I'm here just as a guide. So you'll inhale, come forward, drop the shoulders, reach the chest. Exhale as you shift back, feet go down, child's pose. Inhale on your way forward. Maybe you even look up, get a little neck stretch. Exhale as you shift back. 2 more. Inhale, coming forward. My palms are even pulling back towards my feet. Pull those triceps. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, coming forward one more time. Allow the pelvis to come forward. Exhale, shift back. Yeah. Coming on up. I want you to find one leg's length between both feet. We're going to do a sidewinder. So one leg's length is one full leg's length. I'm going to bring my sits bone to my heel. Then I want you to walk your hands over to one side while the other leg straightens. Then I want you to play with the straight leg, having the toes up. Shifting back over to your first side. Finding a nice little hamstring stretch, maybe on that straight leg, maybe the inner thigh is stretching here. And back to the first side, and then play with having your straight leg toes going forward. It may change your stretch a little bit. Using your breath as a guide. We're going to do 2 more. This time, I'm going to show you from the side. I want you to try and keep your bent side knee. I want you to try and keep that ankle or that foot flat on the ground instead of letting the heel come up towards the sits bone. Try and keep that foot flat when moving side to side. So starting on your first side, one heel stays down while the other toe comes up or foot goes forward. And again, you may not be able to go as low. I know I cannot. You can use your hands for some stability if you need to. Or for a little bit more fun, take the hands off the ground, shift low like you're going across the horizon. And again, play with toes up or toes forward. We'll go 1 more each side. Most of you will know this as our sidewinder. And come up to standing. Go ahead and bring your feet together. I don't care whether your toes touch, feet are apart. Do what's best for you, folks. We're going to inhale. You're going to sweep the arms wide. Bring them up overhead. And interlace the hands. Exhale, drop those shoulders. And I want you to pretend like you have a flashlight on your fingertips. And you're going to move. Remember, no one's watching except you watching me. And shine that flashlight in all corners of your room. So again, we're trying to liberate the spine. Allow the knees to bend. Allow those hips to go back. And you're trying to get every area on the ceiling, on the wall. Shine that flashlight, folks. Remembering to switch your direction. Be free here, folks. And then finding a neutral spine. Fingertips still reaching up towards the ceiling. You're going to inhale, and you're going to exhale. You're going to arc over to your left side. Please know that I am not mirroring you. Inhale, you'll come back up to center. Exhale, still same side. Arc up and over to that left side. Inhale, you back out. 2 more. Exhale, left side. You can allow that right hip to kind of go out to the side. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, arcing up and over to that last side. Stay here. Maybe you pull that left shoulder forward and that right shoulder back. Start to look up towards the ceiling and breathe into those right ribs. Try not to collapse on your left side. 1 more breath. Use your right obliques. Exhale, up to standing. Other side. Inhale and exhale, arcing up and over to your right side. Inhale, you back out. Exhale, arc up and over. If your shoulders are getting tired, you can always keep them right here at your heart center. You can keep them right here on your hips. It is completely up to you. Inhale, backing out. Exhale, arcing up and over. Let's do 1 more. And here we're going to hold. So allowing that right shoulder to try and level off with the left. So bring it forward. Maybe you even look up past that left arm towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. Breathing into those left ribs. Next exhale, come up to standing. Let the arms come down by the side. Shake them out, folks. Shake those shoulders out. Those arms are up for a long time. Here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, bringing them up overhead. Exhale, drop the shoulders and interlace the hands. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, allow those hips and knees to come forward. We're going into a back bend. Inhale, nice and tall. We're going to repeat that. Exhale, another small back bend. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, you're going to swan dive forward, allowing the arms to part, and allow your chest to come forward, head to hang heavy. So shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Nod the head, yes. You're going to take your left hand, place it on the outside of your right ankle. You're going to keep your right leg straight, bend into left leg, and rotate to the right. So right hand will come up. If you need to have some space between your feet, put 4 inches there. It's completely up to you. If you can, look up towards that right hand. You can use your left hand for some resistance to try and help rotate that upper back. Inhale, let the right arm come down to the left ankle. Exhale as you straighten left leg, bend into right, rotate to the left. I'm going to go 1 more each side. Inhale, as left hand comes to the outside of right ankle, straighten right leg, rotate to the right. 1 breath here. As you exhale, right hand comes down to left ankle, straighten left leg, bend right knee, exhale, left arm up overhead. Let both hands hang heavy towards the ground, let the head hang heavy 1 more time. And depending where you are on your mat, bring your hands down to the top of the mat. step or jump the feet back to a high plank. Moving through your chaturanga, you can choose to come all the way to the floor and do a cobra, or coming halfway down, lowering down, elbows hug the rib cage, coming up through an up dog, or your cobra is up to you. Drop those shoulders, lift the heart. Exhale into a downward facing dog. Inhale, your left heel comes high towards the ceiling. Exhale, you're coming into a high plank, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, fly the left leg back. Exhale, left knee comes to right elbow, using those obliques. Inhale, fly the left heel back. Exhale, high plank, knee is hovering above the ground. Hug that knee in towards the chest, one more breath. And place the left foot in between the hands. Right leg is nice and strong. Even here, think about inner thighs going in opposite directions. Inhale, right leg is straight, squeeze right glute. Exhale, reach your hands forward, coming on up to our modified warrior one. Pull those arms back. Inhale, little extra reach of the fingertips towards the ceiling. Inhale, then exhale, the arms part, reaching in opposition. You're spinning that back heel down, opening up into a warrior two. Make sure you're trying to keep that bend in that left leg. Inhale as you flip your left palm up, reach forward, breathe in. And exhale, your right hand goes down the right thigh, left arm comes up overhead, reminding yourself to still bend into that left knee. Inhale, left forearm to left thigh. Exhale as right arm comes up overhead in line with right ear. Maybe you look up towards the ceiling for a little extra. Inhale back up to a warrior two. Keeping the left knee bent, pivot on that right foot. Exhale into our modified warrior one. Inhale as you reach with integrity, folks. Try to have a nice flat back straight line as the hands frame that left foot. Lift your left foot off the ground, fly it back to your three-legged dog. Lower your left foot to the ground. Inhale, come forward into your high plank. Exhale as you lower down with your chin leading the way, then the chest, then the belly, coming up for your up dog or cobra. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Inhale, your right heel comes high. And exhale, high plank, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, fly it back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, fly it back. Exhale, knee to chest, hover in a high plank. Stay here for a breath. And place the right foot down in between the hands. Inhale as you extend out the crown of the head. Left glute comes on. Exhale, reach the arms forward, bringing your torso up to our modified warrior one. Inhale, reach the fingertips high, straighten left leg. Exhale, as you pivot, left foot down, arms part in opposition. Still trying to bend into that right front knee. Try not to back out of it. Inhale, right palm comes up. Hinge forward, reach. Exhale as the left hand goes down left thigh, right arm comes up overhead. For a little extra, look up towards the ceiling. Let those right ribs expand. Inhale, right forearm to right thigh. Exhale, left arm up overhead. Rotate your ribs to the left. Keep reaching out the left pinky toe side. Inhale to your warrior two. You will exhale into a warrior one, or modified warrior one. And inhale, come forward, framing that right foot. Exhale as you lift your right foot off the ground, fly it back to your three-legged dog. Lower right foot to the ground. Inhale, come forward to your high plank. Exhale as you lower down through your chaturanga, coming up to your up dog or cobra, and exhale into your downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here, folks. Walk your dog if you need to. Grab a sip of water if you need to. One more full breath. Walk the feet forward in between the hands. Bring your hands to your shins or your thigh. Find a nice flat back. And then exhale. It's like a cascading waterfall. Forward fold. Inhale as we come up to standing, sweeping the arms wide. And exhale, palms to the sternum. There we go, folks. We're going to add our arm a little more. And if it, like I said, at any time something doesn't feel good, don't. If your arms are exhausted for bringing up overhead, please bring them in front of the sternum, or you can always leave them on the hips. Sometimes I forget to remind you. Here we go. Sweep the arms wide. Bring them all the way up to overhead. Exhale, interlace the hands and drop those shoulders. Inhale, pull the arms back in line with the ears are behind them. Exhale for a small back bend. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, allow the arms to part, swan diving forward. Inhale, hands to the shins and the thighs for a half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Place the hands down, step or jump back to your high plank. Lowering down, again, elbows reaching towards the ribcage, hugging in, lower down, chin, chest, belly, coming up for your up dog or cobra. Exhale into a downward facing dog. Inhale, the left heel comes high. Exhale, bring that left knee in towards the chest. Place it in between the hands. Inhale, right leg straight and super strong. Exhale, coming on up. Bring your arms up above the head. Inhale, reach those fingertips one more inch. Exhale, warrior two. Still bending into that left knee. Make sure that left knee is not coming towards the inside of the body, that it's tracking toes 2 through 5. Flip your front palm up. Inhale as you hinge forward. Exhale, right hand goes down the right thigh, left arm comes up overhead. Inhale, left forearm, left thigh. Exhale, right arm up overhead. Stay here. Rotate those ribs towards the ceiling. For a little more fun, extend your left arm up alongside the left ear, as though we're holding a beach ball. I'm already shaking. You can always come back to one arm up overhead. One more breath. Next, exhale, bring your arms back to a warrior two. And we're gonna go for a wide angle stance. So, like I said, if arms get tired, bring them in. Otherwise, leave them out here. Toes are tracking forward. If you need to turn them out a little bit, do so. That may be best for your knees and hips. We're gonna do a forward fold here. So actually, just for safety of the low back, go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. We're gonna inhale and exhale, halfway forward fold. So, try and think of a flat back here, pushing into the pinky toe sides of both feet. One more inhale and exhale, continue that forward fold. Bring your hands to the ground. You can tent the fingers. You can bring them to a block. Let the head go. If you need a bend in the knees, do so. Try and bring those hands back underneath more of the body. Shift your weight slightly forward into more of the balls of the feet. Maybe feeling those inner thighs, maybe those hamstrings. And allow both knees to bend. Here, it's helpful for me to turn my toes out. Okay, so we're in like a low squat, but support it with our hands. And I just want you to shift your hips left and right here. Just finding a little bit more freedom here. And then again, forward fold, straighten both legs. Now my toes are tracking forward, let the head go. You can reach the hands to the outsides of the ankles. You can reach them to the shins, or you can have your two peace fingers grab the big toes to help pull your body forward. And just a reminder, use your breath here, folks. We're going to pivot on the left foot. You're going to walk your hands over to frame that left foot. So now my hips are square in the direction of my left foot. You're going to bring that right knee to the ground. If you needed to, knees are sensitive. You can always get a blanket, a cushion, a small pillow, or you could fold your mat over for a little extra cushion here. Bring your torso up and place your hands on that left thigh. We're going to move through this, so if you want to take a peek to see what one looks like. We're going to inhale, allow your entire torso to shift forward. You're going to exhale, allow the left leg to straighten, toes to the sky, nose comes towards the knee. So we'll move through that at your pace. Hands can come to the thigh for a little extra support. Inhale, allowing the pelvis, everything to come forward. Exhale as you shift back, use the hands for support. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, shifting back. Two more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, shift back. Last one. Inhale, forward. Think about the thighs going in opposite directions. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, come forward. We're going to frame that left foot again. Right leg straightens. We're going to move into a standing split. So you can tent the fingers. You can leave them flat. It is up to you. But you'll inhale, bend into that right knee. Exhale, forward fold, right leg lifts up towards the ceiling. Let the head go here, folks. Allow that nose to come towards the knee. Allow the back to round. I do not care how high your right leg comes up. I'd rather the hips be more level or square than opening up and lifting higher. We're going to do some small squats here. You're going to inhale as you bend into the left knee, bend into the right knee, and your right shin comes behind your left calf. Exhale as you extend back to your standing split. Inhale, bend into left knee, right shin comes behind left calf. Exhale, extend. We have two more. Inhale as we bend. Exhale, extend, working on some ankle mobility. Last one. Inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. Let that right foot float to the ground. And walk your hands back over to the center for that wide angle stance. Place the hands on your hips and inhale halfway up to a flat back. Stay here for one breath. Next inhale, come all the way up. Ready to become a goddess? We already are, we all know that, right? So allow your toes to go towards the corners of the room or the edges of the mat, roughly a 45-degree angle. You're gonna inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms down and up overhead, let the hands touch. As you exhale, elbows come down to a 90-degree angle and bend into those knees. You're trying to get low. Here we go. Sweep the arms down, straighten the legs, arms come up overhead. Exhale into those goddess arms. Again, inhale and exhale. Stay here for just a moment. I'm going to move so you can see a profile. Try not to let this happen. Okay? Pull the abdominals in and try and root that tailbone towards the ground. Also, my knees are trying to cave in. I need those external rotators of the glute to pull those knees back. Are we trying yet? Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms wide. And exhale into those goddess arms. So stay here for just a moment. Maybe for a little extra fun, you bring your right heel off the ground. Maybe you don't. Lower down for a little extra fun. Left heel comes off the ground. And back down. Right heel lift. Back down. Left heel lift. Back down. And exhale all the way up to standing. Close your stance. Shake it out for just a moment, folks. We have a whole nother second side. Here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms wide up overhead. Exhale as you interlace the hands, drop those shoulders. Inhale as we pull the arms back. Exhale as the hips, knees come forward, back bend. Inhale, nice and tall. And exhale, swan diving forward. Hands to the shins or the thighs. Inhale for a half lift, lovely flat back. Exhale, fold. Place your hands down, step or jump back to a high place. Inhale as you shift your weight forward on the tippy toes. Exhale as you lower down through chaturanga, chin, chest, belly. Coming up through your up dog or cobra. Exhale into a downward facing dog. Inhale, your right heel comes high. Exhale as you bring that knee in towards the chest. Place it in between the hands. Inhale as you lengthen out the crown of the head. Left leg is strong. Exhale, bring that torso up. Inhale, reach your fingertips 1 inch higher. Exhale as the left heel spins down. Arms apart, reaching in opposition, warrior 2. Inhale, the front palm lifts up, hinge forward. Exhale as you reverse that warrior. Left hand comes down, left thigh, right arm up overhead in line with the ear. Inhale as right forearm comes to right thigh. Exhale, left arm up overhead. Breathe here. You want a little more fun? This is where you extend that right arm alongside that right ear, holding that lovely beach ball. Breathe. Come on, left obliques. Reach through that left pinky toe side of the foot. And inhale up to a warrior 2. Exhale for our little wide angle stance. So bring the hands to the hips. And again, for a wide angle stance, my toes are pointed almost directly forward. If it's not good for you, bring your toes out. You're gonna inhale as you hinge forward, halfway down, flat back. 1 breath. Next exhale, forward fold. Let the head go. And options. Hands can come to the outside of the ankles, to the shins, peace finger the big toes. Whatever you do, use your biceps to pull your torso down. Pull the chest through the legs. One more breath. And walk the hands over to the right side of your mat. You're going to pivot on both feet. So hands are framing that right foot. Go ahead and bend that left knee. Bring your hands to your right thigh. Bring that torso on up. This is where we're inhaling and exhaling, using your breath as a guide, folks. Inhale, allow your body as a unit to shift forward. Exhale as you place the hands down, shift back. You're going to straighten that right leg, toes to the sky. Inhale, coming forward. Allowing that right knee to track toes 2 through 5. Exhale as you shift back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, shift your weight back. Get a lovely hamstring stretch on that right side. One more. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, shift back. Inhale, coming forward. Hands are going to be either tented or they can be flat on the ground. This is where we come into our standing split. So lift left knee off the ground. Bend into left knee just a bit to get a nice little spring. Come into your standing split. Let the head go. Let the nose come towards the knee. Try and drop the shoulders away from the ears, even though we are inverted with the upper body. Now for our little squats. Inhale as you allow both legs to bend. Left shin comes behind right calf. Exhale, extend standing split. Let the head go. Inhale, bend into both knees. Maybe even lift the chest here for a slight pause. Exhale, forward fold. Lift that left hamstring, folks. Inhale, bending into both knees. Exhale, extend. We have one more. Inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. Lower that left foot to the ground. Walking your hands back to the center. Get back into your wide angle stance. Ready to become a goddess again, folks. So inhale, hands to the hips. Exhale, bring your torso up. Let the toes go out wide. Or 45 degrees or to the angles of your mat. Here we go. Inhale as you bend the knees, sweep the arms down and up overhead, straightening all limbs. Exhale, goddess or cactus arms. Inhale as you straighten. Totally forgot to sweep there. Exhale, bring those elbows down. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, sweeping the arms wide, straighten the limbs. Exhale, hold those cactus arms. So, if you need to come out, folks. We're almost there. But imagine yourself between two panes of glass. So again, making sure we're not arching, rooting the tailbone down. Belly button comes in. And sit a little lower. 2 more breaths. Inhale, nice and tall. And exhale, let the arms come down by your side, feet come together. Shake it out. And I think we have time for one more thing before we go to Shavasana. Let's do chair. So again, arms can be on the hips, or excuse me, hands can be on the hips. They can be in front of the sternum. They can be out in front of you. They can reach up at an angle. But we're going to take an 8 count to get down to your lowest chair. So chair meaning here like we're sitting in a chair. When you're here, make sure that we're not, again, arching that low back, that we're rooting that tailbone down. And this may be your lowest chair, that's fine. I don't care, but we're gonna take 8 breaths to get to your lowest chair. Big toes touching if you can. If you want the knees to hug in for an awkward pose, that's fine too. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, sink. Inhale, exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, exhale, 6. Inhale, exhale, 7. Last one, inhale, exhale, 8. Come all the way down to your mat. You're gonna lie on your back, maybe do a lovely little happy baby. But lie on your back, allow the knees to bend. Maybe you bring the knees in towards the chest. You can bring them towards the shoulders. You can use your peace fingers to grab the big toes, let the feet go wide, let the knees go wide. Rocking side to side, massage that low back, it should feel lovely. And letting one leg go long towards the edge of your mat and then the other. Allowing the arms to be down by your side, palm up. Maybe they want to be out like a T if you have the space. Maybe one hand goes on the lower belly, the other hand goes on the heart. And 3 audible exhales. Remember, nobody's listening. Well, hopefully you're hearing me. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Finding a sense of stillness. Even though energy has increased, blood flow has increased, finding a stillness within. Allowing that lower jaw to fall towards the floor. Allowing the head to be heavy, the shoulders, the glutes, the calves. Allow them to make an impression in your mat. And allow your breath to deepen. Maybe adding a little movement to the fingers and the toes. Start to reach your arms up above the head. Maybe you interlace your hands. Allow the legs and the feet to come together. Giving yourself a nice little side body stretch, making the shape of a banana. Oh. Rolling onto one side, allowing the knees to come towards the belly button. Allow the head to be supported by the bottom arm. Staying here long enough for your side body to relax and make contact with your mat. On your next exhale, using your top arm to press your body up gently, allowing the head and the neck to come up last. Bringing the palms to touch in front of the sternum. Finding those sits bones once more, making contact with the earth beneath you. Bringing yourself up nice and tall. Allowing the chin to come towards the chest, towards the fingertips. And please know, folks, that I wish you were here with me in this room more than ever. I love having the feedback and the energy. But for now, we will just zoom away. Namaste. And thank you so much, all of you, for being here. Ta-da!